ladies and gentlemen, we're inviting you into the secretive of the secretive chambers of the secretive and secretive organization, Queens with accents. Yeah.
It's only now, but I hope maybe we'll lure someone else. So, our secret
I think we're
society
done.
today.
I think we're done with masks.
Yeah. Well, I think that our secret society would unmask ourselves right now and we'll tell you.
We're unmasking ourselves. We're coming to light.
Yeah, we're
Hello,
coming out.
people of the universe.
Hello, people from the universe. Yes, and we are going to talk about secret societies today. Tons of secret societies are operating right now, close their doors, never even existed. Oh, Natasha, you're gorgeous. Love it. Love
Really,
it. This secret
I
society is
cannot
operating.
stop. I cannot stop. I
Yeah.
think what is a more proper outfit for today? Could be
Well,
also wing.
it's
I think this is very proper
it's
too.
really Headman tail, right? Headman, you know,
Handman tail. Oh,
yeah,
the
Headman tail. Yeah.
oh.
So,
See, I also very skilled. I put it myself with one hand, but it's already untied. See, I also have a little, whatever it is for birds.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I have everything. So,
You have
and if
everything.
you want to
It's
be
fabulous.
a member of our not cult, organization, society, whatever it is, we haven't decided yet. You have to buy, or just kind of get it from a bird.
So,
So,
what do you think about secret societies? Do you believe that they actually still exist and very actively operating out there in the world and involve themselves into the deeds of, some crime organization, politics, religious, and every other groups, and try to
oh,
influence our lives?
I believe that. I believe there are more secret societies now than ever. I believe that some societies from 200, 300 years ago still exist, and the new ones are created. But probably the longest the society exists, the more influence and power it has, and in different in the government, probably in politics, and the government politics the same. It affects all sides of our life. Is it Illuminati? Is it, I don't know, Freemasons?
Or maybe it's Skull and Bones.
Maybe Skull and Bones. It's located in Yale University. For
It
a
was fun.
bunch of hmm?
It was founded in 1832.
Yeah, and
So
for
it's
it's a
almost 200
long-standing
years old.
standing organization. It still exists. It's accepted only men. It's for first hundred of years and started accepting women. But it was only male-only organization, and they accept only 15 members a year. The members go through all kinds of crazy rituals, initiations before being fully accepted. No one knows about it, these rituals. Obviously, it's a secret organization. Who knew? I would love
Yeah.
to know, but no one's going to tell you. And a lot of famous people and presidents even were members of this organization. It's when they went to Yale, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's only people who go to Yale or they're outside of Yale. Probably only who go to Yale.
Yeah, only
And
who go to Yale, and it is actually considered one of the most secret organizations because of how they operate and what kind of rituals they do. And there's even a movie called
mhm.
Skulls. I think it was like made in 2000 or 2000 and something. That is based on the secrets of the society and how everything goes in there and what kind
Oh,
of
I need to watch it.
people joining. Yeah, you need to watch it. I don't think I cannot say that this is the best movie, but it's strictly like 2000 movies with very distinctive features of those particular times. But to have such a movie based on this society is kind of cool. It's really interesting to see the interpretation of the code and of the rituals, the magic that they use, and this particular society is pretty interesting for me because a bunch of presidents and
Mm-hmm.
leaders in every field actually are actual members of the society, because not just 15 people they accept each year, not just 15 members, but the 15 members that they consider the most prominent people in this particular year, that are going to be leaders in every, like, new leaders in variety fields. So
Right, right. Of course, they would like select them based on their
yeah,
um, not just grades, I suppose, but probably leadership skills and character
money,
traits.
leadership skills, and
And probably um,
yeah,
we're talking about it, and I need to would love to see a movie, and maybe I even watched it. I just don't remember because, like, we watched a lot of movies about secret organizations, right? And they're mixed. They're kind of similar to each other, and masks, cloaks, and stuff like that, and some kind of a round room, dark room, and they do something mumbo jumbo there. But like, I wonder what how much of the truth in that one, right? It was it leaked, something leaked at some point, and then we can actually have a sneak peek in really what's going on in there. But we were talking about our previous podcast and how a lot of things that we know today, like history and everything, kind of comes from the government, and it's being accepted in every country over time, right? And somebody is, or something, some kind of society organization, right, being obviously on top of it, that we don't know about. It's like not it doesn't come strictly from the government as a rule. It kind of integrates itself in society, kind of like, just, it's just there, right? Like it happened 6 years ago, for example. It just, it just happened somehow. Some were rules and some just happened to be. And what parts of how this particular organization, for example, have influenced, our government, who were what presidents, and we know some of the presidents who were in these organizations before, but maybe some we don't even know because their names weren't released and they didn't talk about it. And I don't know if it's this organization so secret, how do we know those names? But somehow we know. So maybe these organizations influence the government in America, right? The Congress and everything. Who knows? We know about organizations that can be working and spreading their little hands in all around the world, right? For example, like Illuminati, and that's probably one of the most famous titles or names or secret society that some people say that it's never existed even, but it did exist, and but for a very short period of time, right? It's like 6 or 7 years officially. It was officially. Guys, so we're trying to record this podcast and we had so many problems. Like we had problems because Julie is in St. Petersburg and I'm in America. So we have problems with sometimes
yeah,
disconnections. But what's happening today is a completely different story. It's creates a conspiracy theory on its own. So because
yes, secret
something
societies are
is,
listening to us. Yes, and makes it very difficult for us to record because we lose connection, we lose I can't hear Natasha can't hear me, and everything just stops recording. This is something very interesting indeed.
yeah, but the interesting things also just happened, just disappeared. I had a guest, like when I have somebody enters the studio, I have like a number, like a guest. That guest came in, invite a guest, and I see the number appeared, and I go. I thought, what is that? And I go to check the guest, and there's nothing.
There's no
And
one.
then it was stayed for a while, and then it just disappeared. What was that? That I never had that experience before, and it's very weird and strange. And talk about secret organizations, right, guys, and conspiracy theories.
Yep.
But you know what? We'll try our best, and maybe. By the way, I changed the settings and layout, so that's normal. That's I did. No one did that before instead of us. So that happened. But anyway, we're still going to talk. And we're still gonna say that yes, the famous the presidents of some presidents of America were in the society, and a lot of people who are in government, in the previous government, and maybe even in government which rules now from that organizations. Oh, it's Secret and Bones. We already finished talking about. We're talking about Illuminati now. See, we're like complete. We lost like half an hour just trying to adjust our
Yeah. Okay. Illuminati.
yeah. So Illuminati was you're better with years because I don't remember years at all. And that was existed. You're gonna tell the year when it was created. It was
created in
created for this
1776.
1776, 6 7.
Yeah.
But it was created for is an opposite to a religion, right? Is an opposite to church. So it
Yeah.
was created to illuminate people, to bring people to light, to let people understand that there's science exists, not just religion in the world. And obviously, at those times, church was everything. It's dictated the politics. It dictated.
Illuminati, they actually wanted to promote rationalism, pursuit of knowledge. They were for secularism. They didn't want the religion and religion people to rule. They didn't want just a normal human beings to be so involved in beliefs in higher beings that they would forget themselves, forget their, the goals in their life. They wanted normal humans to be able to grow, to learn, and to actually be something more than just a tiny little piece of something in a huge church, in a huge, this wheel of religions.
Yeah. Oh, what if they turned into Scientology? Scientology, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Because the goals are very similar, the science
Well, they kind of
against.
were disbanded. Yeah, they kind of were disbanded based on what I've read in 1785 by Bavarian government, because this whole Illuminati society that was based in Germany, in Bavaria. But we never know what happening to the secret societies when we've been told that they're closed, that they're been disbanded or something like this, because like the Knights of
Template.
Templar, yeah, the Knights of Templar. We know that they're kind of been disbanded, they kind of been destroyed, but we don't know if that's really true, because some of them might have been still operating like in this day and age.
Yeah. I believe that, there's no smoke without fire. We talked it in many different recordings and many different podcasts, because we talk about subjects that are secretive or not supposed to be talked about, and but they're constantly somebody is talking about it, and brings it to light. So if somebody keeps talking about Illuminati, or even about this secrets about the society, skull and bone,
Yeah.
something is, somebody at one point, no matter what rituals you will go through, somebody will talk. There's people who you cannot put any restraint on those people, right? They're too independent to be restricted by anything, and they will still talk, and somehow this information will get out. Who knows? Maybe these people are eliminated. Not illuminated, but eliminated.
It's not, but it's not just about people who will talk, but it's about people who wants to find out, because curiosity, although curiosity killed the cat, but we still are too curious to find out things that we're not supposed to know, things that been shut closed from us, and we still are so desperately try to find some answers that we don't have, that perhaps some people just dig a little too deep and found out something that maybe they shouldn't have, or they couldn't have, but they still did it. So I think that actually, it's a very high probability that Illuminati is still in order.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember if I told the story, but I told this the story about, or there was a story when I went to circus and there was a
Yeah,
hip, hypnotiz, hypnotizer,
hypnotist.
hypnotizer,
Yeah,
hypnotist. The English, the words English word that sounds like Russians are the most difficult to remember because they're sort of like similar because we're гипно. А как по-русски-то? How is the Russian?
гипнотизер.
Hypnotizer, that's
Гипнотизер.
right. Hypnotist. Anyway, and I wanted to go on stage and I wanted to know how to
Yeah,
experience it, so I pretended to be hypnotized. So I'm thinking maybe there's people who get in those organizations and they pretend that they want to be part of it, but the reality is they're just, they just want to know what's going on, right? And they will
yeah.
go through all the rituals, but they have a completely different goal at the end of all of this. And who knows, right?
Yeah,
Could
I wanted
be.
to say about two languages. Like when you're thinking and speaking two languages at once, sometimes it gets really complicated because I'm looking at my notes as of now that I made, researching the subject of secret societies, and not just I have like words that have been written in Russian and in English at the same time. I mean, like one sentence is in Russian, one sentence is in English, but sometimes I switch mid word. One part of it is in Russian, the second part of it is in English. So yeah, I can actually understand, like sometimes you just forget words at all. You can't,
Yeah,
you
that's
for
the
the
brain is trying to adjust
yeah,
because languages are
yeah,
stored in different parts of the brain. They need to like,
yeah.
connect. Imagine people who speak like 8 languages, right? Insane. How do you keep up? Especially if languages are very similar, like for example, Spanish, French, right? They sound very Italian. There's so many similar words and rules, but they're a little bit different.
That's why
Anyway, that's what.
and that's how languages like Surzhyk, they became pretty prominent like in some of the regions of Ukraine because it's Ukrainian and Russian, it merged together, and we have Surzhyk, and a lot of like it's a dialect and everything, it's just merged together, and it's a completely different language right now. So yeah, but going back to our topic, do you remember one of the very interesting secret societies that been actually like out there in the open after one book was released, and that's the Da Vinci Code and the secret societies, is Prior of Sion.
Yeah, is it real?
It was kind of real. I mean,
It was such a famous book and movie. It was huge at that time. It's
yes,
on. I
but
forgot
the
about it, but
the secret society actually it's been rumored that it was actually operating in the middle of 20th century. It was founded in 1956, and what this book was said, that this secret society actually wanted to preserve the bloodline of Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene. That actually this was their goal. They did believe that the Mary Magdalene and Jesus, they had children together, and the bloodline is still exists, and it should rule the world. So they wanted to preserve it, they wanted to guard it, they wanted to bring them power, and this was their particular, like this was the meaning of their existence.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were kind of like mystical, esoteric, conspiracy theory society. I don't think that they that a lot of people just know about them apart from the book, and because of the
Mhm.
book, many of us thought that this society never existed, that this was just a figment of imagination.
Mhm. Yeah, well, in the book maybe. Can I have a little self promotion, shameless
Okay.
self promotion here,
Yes.
and just mention my book, the Mama's Little Toy, and this book is about a secret society, and it was very interesting for me to just try to create this world that is not, it's kind of exists, but no one knows about it and how they operate, and even create the initiation rituals, how to become like members of this club, and how it starts, from where it starts, and like, is it a cult really, or is it a secret society? Because I think it's a very thin line here, and kind of the same idea at the end. It doesn't maybe they don't take you away from your family like that it happens in cults, but it's like you still have to belong to this group of people, and you have to listen to whoever is at the heart of this and do whatever they say, right? So it's
Well, yeah.
without protesting the rules, and very strict rules. And talking about strict rules, in the world we have rules. Obviously governments sets it for us, but the rules are in our society are not as strict, and we still kind of like live sort of free life. But if you think about it, it's not really free, right?
Well,
How do, like, if you think about it, how it's all, all the constitutions and everything, the laws are created. Every society, every cult has its own rules, and the government has rules. I mean, the countries have rules. And so maybe it is interconnected somehow, like logically, right? It's
yeah.
easy to interconnect and kind of pull these rules just from society a little bit further on other people. And some countries have stronger rules, but I don't see, actually, for example, Singapore has very strict rules, and it's one of the safest countries in the world, and they are become pretty wealthy as well. But I don't think there is any secret society working there.
We don't
Like,
know.
I mean, the world secret society, like they're kind of independent, their own entity.
We don't really know about that because we are very like European or USA centric. It's the Asian, the African, maybe Arabic secret societies. They always existed, like just like Russian secret societies, but it doesn't have that much PR, I think, because there's a lot of secret clubs or something that we never heard of, like the Explorers Club or um the Order of Odd Fellows. It's also a secret society of some sort. The Bullington Club.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Bullington Club? It's very notorious, and even the kings of England were the members of this club, but maybe they're not secret enough or not secretive enough for us to be very curious about them. I think that perhaps Asian secret societies or Chinese secret societies, they're also like in order as of now, and they're doing something, and they were doing something, but we just in our part of world, we just didn't hear about them because we are more curious about societies that are closer to us. Because like in Russia we had some secret societies to most of them were in 19th century, and most of them, as of what I know about them, right, most of them were revolutionary or anti-revolutionary societies, like Канальский цех or Народовольцы or Gamayun. They believed that the Belarus has to be independent. It's just, I'm not going to go deeper.
Right.
Or like the Кружок 16.
The Circle of 16.
Yeah, the Club of 16. There was the, like opposing group of aristocratic youth that were actually against everything, I would say. And even Lermontov, one of the very interesting poets in Russia, that no one actually knows right now how he died, why he died, because we have a lot of conspiracy theories about what happened to him. He died
Yeah,
very
different
young. He
versions.
died
Yeah.
because of the duel. And there's been a lot of saying that it was a premeditated murder, that it was the order from the emperor, that it was because of, this particular club that he was in, because of his opposing thoughts, and everything is so secretive that even this club of 16, it became a little bit more than it was before, because there was some revolutionaries in this there, but it's such a small period of time that it was active, like from 1838 till 1840, 2 years of active things, and we still remember it. But we
Yeah.
remember it. I don't think that anyone apart from people who actually research Lermontov or some things like this even heard about this particular club. But it's also considered a secret society.
Yeah. I wonder, it was Epstein Club a secret society? I think so.
Yeah, of course. But it's a huge,
Epstein
I think that
Island.
this is, yeah, I think that it is a pretty big and pretty devious secret society that wanted to rule the world. And I think that it has so much new information that we never heard of until
Yeah.
something that will happen.
And then
Oh,
pretty much, I think they could influence the world, and maybe they made some people, force some people to make certain decisions
yeah,
based on just blackmail, just you have to do that or we do this, And probably things happened in the world that we don't even know about, the rules
a
that
lot of
were
yeah
implemented
a lot of
based
people in
on,
power a lot of people
yeah,
in
based on
power
what was
were in
going
this
on there and
particular
what they
society,
wanted.
in this club, Epstein Club. Yeah. But if we're talking about more mature, more well-known secret societies, we can't just leave alone Freemasons.
Freemasons, yeah, it's the most, probably the most famous, right? That's like openly talked about. There were a lot of members um, uh, talking about being part of this organization. I frequently see cars with the Freemasons sign
Yeah.
on, on the back of the car, and we even War and Peace. Peter, wasn't he Freemason as well? Freemason, not
Mm,
Freemasons. It's in Russian, Freemasons. We say Masoni, but in English it's Freemasons, right? Wasn't he Freemason? Yes, it was like, so it was Tolstoy part of that group?
probably. We never know. I mean, if he didn't want us to know that, he wouldn't write it
And
in his diary.
like at that time when we had to study that book in school, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And I remember myself reading it, and I remember the name, and I'm like, what is that? And that's all. That's how far my interest went. And we basically were concentrated on like love story. We didn't even want to read.
Your interest was sleeping.
Yes, but not yet for sure. And but like as school like age kids, most of us weren't even interested in anything governoring, anything war related in that book. We wanted to
Yeah.
see the love story, wanted to see how it's all developed and stuff like that. But then we obviously get different interests. And I already even talked in one of the podcasts about this guy who I met at a party, and he said, "Oh, like I'm Freemason," and I'm like, what? Do I know too much? And he's like, we deliver turkey for like Thanksgiving. I'm like, what?
I wonder how much the ideals of, some secret societies changed from the time they were founded, and if they're operating now, because Freemasons were created in late 16th and beginning of 17th century, and they were actually founded by working people, by the architects, by the people who built cathedrals. And they believed in higher beings. They believed in great architect of the universe. They wanted a personal development. They wanted people to be actually active and free. As of now, what we hear about Freemasons is a little bit different, because now it kind of it evolved or devolved, I don't know, into a secret society that wants to rule the world just like everyone else.
Yeah, a lot of famous people. Again, a lot of famous people part of these organizations, and they allow women now. I think also there, and it was only organization for I think white people at the beginning, but now they invite all kind of all races, and they they're working in they talk about like helping people and being charitable stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're not, we know about them, we heard about them, we just don't know exactly what's going on inside. They have their it's a secret organization, but
Yeah,
it's not
we don't know
secret.
about,
So is it
we don't
secret
know what's
even?
yeah, we don't know about what's happening in a lot of societies. Like we have Bohemian Club that, allows men only, and we have Jack London, Mark Twain, Clint Eastwood, George Bush, and a lot of other people who were the members of this club. We have the Balizing Club that actually invites only women, and now it is the women in power that are in this club. So we kind of know what they're doing, kind of not know what they're doing, because these are not that big of a groups, not that huge. There's no huge scandals or something of the sort in this particular clubs that we heard of. So that's why the interest does not peak that much.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking, do you have to be like as we see a lot of presidents or any kind of leaders of countries, they're in America, in Europe, they're parts of some kind of groups. Do you have
Mhm.
to be a part of some, like, how do they even work with each other? Are they like Illuminati, that completely we don't know if it exists or it is dissolved completely? Do they work with Freemason? Do you have to be part of any organization, of those organizations, to become, to become a president? How do you become a president? Do they actually choose you?
I
Like
think
we talk
yes.
about it, we talk about, like, we're not going to talk about it today, obviously, because we're not political, but we talk about like this political person obviously was installed, by someone, right?
Yes.
um
Well, if we're thinking that those particular secret societies rule the world, then I guess yes, they're giving you the position of president, of some sort of leader of the government. I don't know, because they rule those people. They don't want to be out there in the open, and that's why people from these societies, they're cherry picked to be the leaders. if
mhm.
if we're thinking this way, I don't think that if those secret societies have that much power, you can become someone without being a member. They
Yeah,
wouldn't let you. Why would they? Because they have a lot of members to put on these positions. Why would they give the opportunity to a person that they don't know, they can control, they don't have anything, any documents, any like little paper, or like a document in the computer about them. So I think that if we're going in this direction, then yes, to be someone you have to be the member.
yeah. So that's where the answer, probably kind of partial answer, comes to who are they, right? Because we always talk
Yeah.
about they did this, they did that, they implemented this, and how all of this, so fast spread all around the country, the same rules. But if we think about they are this or this particular organization, maybe it's Illuminati in Europe, and maybe it's Freemasons in America, right? Maybe I don't know, maybe it's Illuminati. Illuminati's were created in Germany, right? So maybe Illuminati is everywhere now. We don't know.
Maybe,
But
and
yes,
maybe these
if
are
you
just
go that way,
names.
it's
Yeah,
clear.
and maybe these are just names, and the shadow government or the real secret society that doesn't want anyone to know about them exist, and these are just like curtains that nobody is led behind those curtains, and this is just
Yeah.
just a fog. Because I think that these societies actually existed. Like we have like Thule Society. This was the society that raised its heads after the chaos of the World War One. in Germany, and this particular society, it was occultist and nationalist. The group, they believed in mythical powers. They believed in northern mythology. They believed in the superiority of the Aryan race. And a lot of
Right.
high-ranked Nazis, they belonged to this society. And even though this particular society didn't live long, because it was it was dismantled before the Second World War, but people like Rudolf Hess, the personal assistant of Hitler, was in this society. It was a member. It was high ranked member of this.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe some people just be, and we know a lot of things that happened in the Third Reich. We know that they were very occultist based. They believed in a lot of mythologies. They wanted this a lot
Aliens.
of
They believe in aliens.
mythical, yeah, and esoteric artifacts to rule the world. But some societies, I never knew about the society before I started researching this. Can you
Mm-hmm.
imagine this was pretty big in this particular time, but I've never heard about it. We don't know if this was really dismantled also. Maybe
Yeah.
yes, maybe no, but alas. So there's a lot of things that we consider almost mythical, like Rosencrantz. This was the secret society that was based in. It was founded in early 17th century. It was it was very mythical, also esoteric. It was a blend of esoteric and knowledge and alchemy and everything of the sort. Um, and I remember reading about them in some sort of books, but I've never actually thought that they existed. I never thought that it
Mm-hmm.
was a historical fact. Have you heard about this
Yeah,
society?
the same with Illuminati. So, but most people
Yeah,
who never research it, they think that it was just funny things that was created by a writer or something. But they actually existed. It makes you really think, and another rabbit hole, right? You
yeah,
you start
it is a rabbit hole. Yeah, indeed.
you take one step and you go down, and it's a more and more information. The more you dig, the deeper you fall, the more information you get.
We have tarot right now. It is so important to a lot of people. We have tarot tube, like a lot of channels that based just on tarot, reading tarot, researching tarot, and the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It made tarot very famous again. And one of the founders, one of the authors of the tarot, like Aleister Crowley, that made Thoth tarot. It was a member. He was actually very much involved in this. We have the Solar Temple. So there's so many things that you just you dig out when you try to research one thing, secret society.
Yeah, and
And
you get confused. That's so confusing because that's more and more information, and you're like, oh my god, when does it stop?
yeah, I
That's
know
what.
a secret society that you love very much. When you hear about them, you just your eyes lit up. It's a society of the earth planet, the flat earthers.
Well, that's not a secret society.
I know.
That's
It's
for
just a
sure
joke.
not secret. They're very loud about themselves.
Yeah, they're very
That's a
by
cult
the way,
probably more than society.
some secret societies are very loud about themselves. Some secret societies
So
just
weird.
want to give you a hint that they exist, and some societies don't want you to hear about them at all, because like the Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn, they were not hiding that much. They pretty much didn't want you to know about their rituals, because they were heavily involved in ceremonial magic. They were heavily involved in a lot of rituals. Some say it was a bloody ritual. Some say that was even kind of satanic rituals, but
Probably a
we're
lot of
not.
them have some kind of bloody
Yeah,
rituals
I mean,
because
like
that's how they get you, blackmail.
Aleister
They
Crowley,
can blackmail you.
he was kind of in this he was very deep in this, but some societies, they are heavily into magic, occultism, and things that you can gain by transforming yourself into a higher being. Some societies are for power alone, some for knowledge, some for some sort of science. There's so many different, so many of them that,
There's one thing in common though.
yeah,
Money.
money, yes.
You pretty much cannot get in any secret organization, no matter what skin color or intellectual abilities you have to invest. You have to give them money.
Have you watched the second movie, Ready or Not?
Which one?
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. It's a horror movie.
Well, it's kind of a horror movie. The first
about
one
this
was
girl,
about the
right?
bride. The first one
we just have it on watch later. We put it on the
and
list
the
to watch
second one,
later. Just
I've
recently,
watched
the
the
girls
second
watch
one.
it. My kids.
So it's also kind of about the secret society that gathers a lot of different families from a lot of different countries that made this pact with the devil or whatever it was, the demon, the devil, whatever. Yeah, and they are ruling this world, but they have to give what they can. They have to give blood, they have to give murder, and things like that. So yeah, I think that this is a very interesting topic, just because I remember myself when I was in school, I kind of wanted to belong to some society, to some secret society, to some closed rooms with a closed circle of people.
That was my question, actually. Next question to you.
Yeah, who actually had some stuff going on that no one else knew. It's in our blood, it's in our DNA.
Have a secret life, double life.
Yeah,
kind of something that you're like looking at someone and your eyes meet and you know that you're the same, right?
yes.
And no one else knows about your
this code that you make, the code, I don't know, code sign or code words that you greet each other or something like this. It's like a coven of witches. There's also like kind of a secret society. They belong together, they do work together, they have a lot of things in common, and a lot of secrets cannot be told to anyone else. So all in all, like we can say that secret societies is not just for the power people. It's just it is like our deep need to belong to someone.
The same interest and maybe some information or things that probably you can't share just with other people, and they won't understand you. So the people in this circle will understand you.
Every time when secret chat, secret society, secret circle of someone, they meet each other and they start doing things, I don't think it never goes right. Do you remember the forum that we actually met, the literature forum? Do you remember they had the secret door, the secret chamber that only a few members of this forum were invited by the administrator of this particular forum? Only the oldest members or the loudest members, and it was like 15 or something like this, 15 members of this club, the closed club, the secret club.
Were you part of it?
I was invited to this particular group, to this particular chat, when all the other members, the older members, like more than half of them, were thrown away from this particular chat. And when I was invited and someone else was invited to this, it was a start of a downfall, because a lot of people wanted to join this secret chat, and the administrator, they were kind of very snobbish about that, because, oh my God, we don't want to see this person, we don't want to see that person. And all in all, we never talked about anything that's secret or that interesting. It was just a closed group, like for 15 people, who were talking the same nonsense we were talking, like we were writing on the open forum.
But just you can talk about other members who are not in the group, right? As well.
Yeah. Well, yes, but you can talk. I can talk to you about someone else. Like it's gonna be a secret society for two of us. It doesn't mean anything. And so many people wanted to join, and so many people felt left aside, left alone, and insulted because they were not involved. They were not invited. That they
Well,
started to talk shit about other people, about
yeah.
those particular 15 members that were the part of the secret chat, because
Listen,
they were so
if I
insulted they
created my
never.
group chat, I would not want, if I didn't like someone, I wouldn't invite them.
Well, yeah, that's your free will to invite or not to
Yeah,
invite.
right. If you're creating something, some kind of like separate group from the group, you want probably just to see people who you actually somehow
Yes, but
relate to.
you know what funny? The funny thing is, we were never friends. It was not like the
Yeah.
administrator of this forum invited only his friends that he talked to. No, he just cherry picked members who he thought were, the
Would
best of the
contribute.
best. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
elite of this forum. It doesn't mean that they were. It doesn't mean that we were. We were just some people who had a lot of free time to write down, like in a different chats, and that's it.
Yeah, I remember my avatar from that forum.
Oh.
Forums were so big, right? Right now, it's you can create now your channels like on different platforms. You can create your own like channel and secret group as well. But I remember my avatar was a blonde with a ponytail and different like a cartoon character with huge boobs.
I remember that my avatars were pretty much like a fantasy girls from very cartoonish. I this was not serious at all, but the quarrel that happened because of the secret chat, it was so loud that we actually decided not to be members of this forum at all. Like, everyone went our separate ways.
Yeah. I remember I was in another forum as well, the writers forum, and then constantly people were fighting. And now I'm thinking about it. I've been in those forums, like I met you in one of them, and I don't even remember people on other. And I spent like 3 years on those forums fighting with someone about something. And now I'm like, wasted so much time.
Can you imagine? But something good came out of it. We met each
Yeah.
other, and we're still friends. And
True. And yeah, that
how many
and we're
years
not in
have it
secret.
been?
We're pretty much
How
open.
many years has it been? Like,
Yeah,
18?
years. But would you want to become a member of some super secret rich people society, wealthy people society now?
What do I have to do for that?
What, I don't know, whatever they tell you. No, sleep in a stone coffin, drink blood. I don't know, but would you
I don't
want
know.
to become a member of some society?
I don't know. Probably not. Just like there's some things
And they're
that
like, Julie, you will become a president of Russia.
please, becoming a president of Russia is not for my nerves. Nah.
Not for everyone. Not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. Too big of a country. Nah. I don't even want to become a president of this particular house that I'm in, because we have those heads of the house that have every member of this house that go to complain to. No, thank you very much. No,
I know.
I don't think that I would love.
It's a lot of. It's too much work for sure. That's why
It's
not
too
a
much
lot of
work,
people.
yes.
It's a difficult job, and not a lot of people want to take it.
I don't think that I would want to. I don't know if this secret society is going to rule the world, and only people from this society will be, happy.
Will survive.
Happy people that, or survive, and probably yes. But if this just a secret society that burns candles and think that they're gorgeous and powerful, and want to destroy everyone by, I don't know, spreading viruses or something like this,
yeah,
I would want those people to be dismantled, not to be a part of them. I would want those secret societies to be, destroyed, not to be the part of them, because they don't make our lives better.
You can be a Trojan horse. You can get in there and just like destroy them from within.
Trojan horse? Yeah, maybe.
Destroy them from within. And you think, why this person would support this person? And then you think, okay, now, right? What if they're members of the same organization and they have to support each other? They just, There is no other way. And really, it's just looking at the government. They're definitely part of something. And even
Don't you
central
think that
bank.
being a member of a very high ranked secret society takes your freedom away from you?
Yes, of
You don't
course.
belong to you, to yourself anymore.
No, I don't think so. Unless you went there as a joke, but then the joke is on you because
Yeah,
now they're
but
gonna,
you are
you know,
expected to do. You are expected to do things. You are expected to go places, to do something that you never, imagined yourself doing.
yeah, and yeah, you're going through these rituals and you're doing all this stuff and you donate a certain amount of money to those organizations. Yeah, and you have to do what you have to do. And I don't know what are the rules to getting out. Probably they can get out, but it's probably not easy because
Well, I
now
am,
it's
you know,
eyes on you, and you probably don't even know each member, right?
yeah,
You don't
that's
even
true.
know who you're talking to, and maybe you're like, oh, I want to get out, but there's a person who you're watching you secretly.
Yeah. But you know what? We are both members of a secret society, the Society of Queens with Accents.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. If you want to become a member, submit your application and we'll look at it. But most important, tell us how much money you have and how much you're willing to donate.
You don't even have to have an accent, actually.
That's true. Just money.
Yeah.
Because
would
we're
you
done
want to
with
become?
accents.
Would you become a member of secret society that rule the world, or does a lot of ritual things, ritual magical stuff, and researches?
I would not be able to. I don't think I will be able to. Like, I don't like when people tell me things to do, I don't like, I listen to my kids only, my mother. They're my bosses. But pretty much that's it. Obviously, if I work at some company, I follow the rules, but the rules of this company, I'm not going to
Yeah.
be pushed by them to do something with my family or be friends with somebody else I don't want to be just because they like them. It's no, I don't like that.
Okay.
What about you?
I just told you. I don't think that I
I
that I
couldn't
would
hear,
be
sorry.
a very good secret society member.
Yeah. No,
First of all, I blab too much. I talk. I can't keep a secret.
So I guess they're not going to invite us anywhere.
Nah.
We just give up everything. We just told us we cannot keep a secret. Like, how we can become Illuminati after that? Maybe
I don't know.
Illuminati, talk to me. I'm just covering up. I'm covering it up. It's not true.
Yeah,
True. Talk to me.
Skull and Bone. Just call me.
Call me. And give me money. No, it's
And give
actually
me
I have to give them money. Damn. Yeah.
we understand
maybe I
everything
can
wrong.
sell my kidney, but I don't want
Natasha.
to do that. I'm not selling my kidneys. Forget about it.
Okay.
It's
I'm
mine.
not buying, so
I'm just telling them.
okay.
If
Whatever.
they wanted to buy mine,
So,
say, okay, maybe you can give me a kidney and then we take you. No, thank you very
Okay.
much. You
So-
they?
yeah, to wrap it up, this is a very interesting topic. A lot of secret societies that we discussed, we don't even know if they actually exist now. A lot of societies that we did not discuss because we don't know about them. We did not research them.
And we don't
What
have
do you
enough
think,
time.
guys, about secret societies? Comment us below. Do you think that they're actually ruling our world? Maybe, secret societies from, other continents, from Asia, maybe from Africa, maybe from Arabic world. Oh, yeah, Natasha, you are the high-ranking member of secret society. Yeah.
Yes, the bird. Okay, I look ridiculous today, by the way.
And comment us below if you would like to become a secret member of a secret society.
Queens with accent. Again.
Yeah, Queens with accent.
Again, just send us money. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But we're for the world. The harmony and balance. And yeah, that's what we do in our secret Queens with Accent Society.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you very much
was
for
great.
for listening to us, and yeah, please subscribe. Don't forget, because
Subscribe, like,
to
and
become
ring
part
the
of
bell.
us, our society, open society. And we talk to you next time.
We open for the applications.
We are, yes. Just drop it in the menu, which is comments.
Yeah. Okay, so bye bye. Till the next
Bye,
time.
guys. Next time. Until next time.